26th of April 2019, Sergey Baklykov continue my video blog now on Nevsky Prospect, St. Petersburg, Russia. Summer in this city for the first time this year. I'm just in my shirt and feel pretty comfortable. Plus 22 degrees Celsius today. People often telling me that I show only good things about Russia, and I know that most of guys who show the crap, they are somehow automatically considered like a cool guys by the audience. Like, if you show the crap, then you're for real, like you're independent. But what about me? This is just how I live. For all of my life, I'm a big city guy. Even when I was in Ufa, it's 1.2 million city, and I had a great life here. So same and even more I can say about St. Petersburg, which is the second biggest city in Russia. And here, if I will look for, especially look for a crap, for bad things, it will be way less natural for me. Then ironically I will show the good things, you know. And now you will see yourself. Today in this video I'm gonna show you 5 things that I hate in St. Petersburg, and you will see that even these things are not that weird. It is just some things that are annoying me, and just if you will fix them, the city just will become even better. Absolutely beautiful Kazan Cathedral, one of the most beautiful buildings in the center of the second biggest city of Russia, and that's where from I'm gonna start my list. Number 1, it's such a street food points. Look, an ugly fridge, an ugly tent where they sell just a cola, Sprites, boiled corn, and which is getting the power from such a diesel generators. That is right in between of House of Zinger, Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood, and Kazan Cathedral. Look, look, even if they are legal here, is it really worth that to spoil the panorama of the city, whereas every day like thousands of tourists from all over the world, and for a year it's millions people, and they see that crap. That is absolutely unacceptable. Those street food kiosks have nothing in common with the beautiful architecture of the city. Absolutely. That's the theatrical tickets, and that's more or less but a good compromise for those ugly constructions. Even though it's not the best. Those, however, look, it is at least somehow tried to be in style, which is in harmony with the city. And look, it's absolutely out of the pedestrian sidewalk. It is staying separately. It's not making any problems to the main pedestrian traffic. Look, they installed the swans above the Griboyedov Canal and also Fontanka River. Another shitty kiosk like that with that diesel generator. Well, how many taxes they pay? I don't think as much as justify their presence here. Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood, another one of the most significant sightseeings here in St. Petersburg. And look, right in front of it, another pretty ugly street food truck. It's so loud. Being here next to the Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood, it's a very great and appropriate place to tell you about the thing number 2 I hate in St. Petersburg. that is the fact that still many space given for parkings and for the cars. Square, which is called Konюшенная, Площадь Konюшенная Square, is the weirdest thing about it. There used to be the main emperor's horse stall, and here is the square. But you see, it's just a parking, and it's actually illegal parking. It's a free parking. The government, I mean the city government, not even getting any taxes out of it. Yeah, people just started park their cars here, and that's it. That's how it turns into parking. In the moment when many activists and urbanists, like especially Ilya Varlamov, already for a long time telling that it must be removed and here have to be the public space, because being right next to Church of the Savior and Spilled Blood, this is the very center, and they have just a freaking parking here in a moment when they can have just amazing public space here.
Dear Chasey Lane, I wrote to explain I'm your biggest fan. I just wanted to ask you that you get as soon as you can.
One more shit. And here they sell flowers. Also, even if it's legal, but I don't think so, it's anyway not aesthetic at all.
So the space we go now became
Now, the third thing that is annoying me in St. Petersburg, that's promoters. A very good part of them are trying to interrupt your personal space, and that is bad. And as worth the products or service that they offer, as more annoying they are. That's Fontanka River. Because if, let's say, the guys offer the boat cruises, like here, it's a pretty popular and appropriate service. So many people are coming here, and definitely they want to take a ride on a boat, and they are like hot clients, and they don't need too much of pressure. They just need to let know people that it's here, you can take a ride here. But besides the boat trips, which is kind of okay and legal, here is now trendy two scams. That's a tasting tea scam and a photograph with a puppet. Well, the first, tea. They ask you to taste the tea just for free. No strings attached. You're coming, tasting, they are naming a ridiculous price. You don't want to buy this. Well, another shit is when they speak in a megaphone, so I don't want to hear it too loud. Okay, so you don't want to pay ridiculous price, or you pay a ridiculous price, and that's a scam. If you don't want to pay, then they ask you to pay at least for a work of promoter. So that's all just ridiculous. The second thing as a photograph with the puppets. They are trying to photograph with you first of all, and just then name the price, and that price usually pretty ridiculous, and you say you don't want to pay that much, and they are pressuring on you and trying to get at least something out of you, and many of them are annoying, but now actually today I never saw puppets yet. Probably the police and the city authorities started making something about it, and I saw that actually they are making sanctions against those tea promoters too. The problem is that it's disorder conduct, so it's like a very small thing. They really can't do nothing too much about it, so those guys are getting back. Another shit thing about promoters when they are staying with the posters like this, huge posters, and literally in the center of pedestrian traffic, which is in Nevsky sometimes pretty crowded, and often they are literally making problems for you to walk. And mostly all they promote is just a vape shop and a sex shop, and that is pretty ridiculous. I recommend you not even react to any promoters, any guys who are getting to you, and especially those ones who are interrupting your personal space. That's the weirdest promoters. You don't talk with them at all. However, mostly Nevsky Prospect is okay, and all things together that I hate you can meet on neighbor streets like Ligovsky Prospect here or Sadovaya. And now here is the fourth thing that I hate. That's an audio speakers speaking the advertisement 24/7. You see, here is the speakers, and they have it even after the iron protection, because I believe local citizens kicking it off all the time, because there is still legally no ways to remove this. So people have to make a lynch cord. That's also a legal point. Just an ugly table. Selling tours. This guy is selling SIM cards. These guys are selling what? Just the clothes. It all looks ugly. From time to time, police clear it all, and then they are coming again and again. And now finally the fifth thing, it's fake homeless beggars. I saw a lot of old grannies like this. They look absolutely the same, and they are making all same movements. That tells about the thing that they all are controlled with somebody, and they act by the script, the same scenario, absolutely the same scenario. I film about 5 things I hate in St. Pete. That's mostly those street kiosks, you know, promoters, fake beggars. For example, that old granny, she's fake, because I saw a lot of them, and they looks absolutely the same and make the same short movements like this. Okay, thanks, dude. But let me tell you that all these annoying things in a scale of a kind of huge historical city center of St. Petersburg is almost nothing like a drop in a sea. If you're coming here for the first time, you are not even noticing this, because mostly here is, however, just normal people, no promoters, no fake beggars, beautiful architecture, and just when you're living here for a long time, you're starting noticing this and make your cheek canes. However, sooner or later, even these little things have to be improved in such a city like St. Petersburg, because St. Petersburg is the most beautiful city of Russia, and even if somebody thinking that Moscow better, still it's the second biggest city of Russia. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned, you know, comment, like and subscribe. See you.